Today on Attack of the Show. Are you dressed to impress? Or still wearing those Keds from Payless? Olivia knows style and is in your pants. And Mark Cuban sits down with Layla and lays the smackdown on Google YouTube. These blood-soaked beauties will make you scream. It's the MySpace Girls of the Week. All this and more on a live Attack of the Show, starting right now.
What's going on here? Pick up on this. Attack.
TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. I'm Olivia Munn, and girls do rule.
And I am Blair Butler. We are coming to you live from the G4 studios in Los Angeles. Kevin Pereira is sadly on assignment in Mexico at the Electronic Gaming Expo, so I'm filling in while he's away.
That's right. Now, how much do you want to bet that he ends up in a Mexican prison somewhere?
A lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
But real quick, memo to Border Patrol, check the wheel well. That's where he likes to hide it. Yeah, so Blair, you know what I just realized just now, looking at this at the picture?
Yeah. There
are no dudes on the show today.
No, you're right, and that can mean only one thing.
Oh, shit, no dudes live!
I love the leg crotch kicking action.
There's a
boing.
All right, now that we got that out of the way and out of our systems, let's get down to business. So the full list of songs for Guitar Hero 2 has been released, and we are showing it to you guys. And not just the regular tracks, all the unlockable ones, too. I personally was hoping for some AC/DC on the list, but no dice. They did not sign away their little rights.
That was a little sad. I have to say, a lot of the bands on this, the B-sides, they're unknown to the average Joe, but some have cult followings. Buckethead made the cut, and even Death Clock from Metacalypse.
Wow.
Yeah, they have a song on there.
Now, the biggest surprise by far is the inclusion of the Burninator himself, Trogdor.
Yep.
Yes, first he was a man, then he was a dragon man, and now he's got a rock. Trogdor. Both the song and the dragon originate from the internet famous Homestar Runner website. Now, Homestar Runner has been around for a while, but it's become such a huge sensation that they even included one of their songs in Guitar Hero 2.
Yes, Strong Bad Fanatics. This is absolutely no joke. At first, we thought it was a rumor, too, but it's true, and we have the game to prove it.
So, Blair, let's get our axes together and show the people at home how it's done. See this confidence right here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Confident axe handling.
Ready? In 3, 2, are you ready?
Yes.
You don't look like you're ready to jam. You're not even standing. You're just standing.
I have the rhythm of an elderly white man, so this is going to rock.
In 3, 2, 1, go. Thanks, guys. Shut up!
I'm getting no moral support from the crowd.
I know. It's the crowd. But here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh. Failure is bitter.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Well, hey, if that's hot guitar action wets your whistle, then you guys are in store for a hell of a show because today it is All Chicks, No Dudes, 06 Live.
Yes.
All Chicks, No Dudes live!
Oh, it's like we hired the guy from Journey to do that.
I know.
He's down on his luck.
We may not be able to play Guitar Hero, but we've got breasts. We are not just burnating the cottages. Thank you. We are not just burnating the cottages today, people. We are also going after the internet.
Yes, so watch out, villagers. We're going around the net. Stanley Kubrick is long gone, but his legacy lives on. Something from the archives popped up on the net this week, and it shows an actor who just didn't make the cut.
Yeah. In 1984, Kubrick was casting for his Vietnam flick Full Metal Jacket, And since he wanted fresh, authentic guys for the film, he sent out an open casting call around the entire country and asked for video submissions.
And after 22 years, one of those magical videos has been discovered, and it showed up online,
Well,
of all
where
places.
else would it go?
Yeah. Entertainment gossip site Defamer linked to it, and now we can all see who could have played Private Joker.
Yeah, here is aspiring actor Brian Aten, and well, he'll just explain the rest.
Yeah.
Good day, Mr. Kubrick. My name is Brian Aten. I am a 20-year-old from the Theater Center of the Juilliard School, perhaps the finest acting institution in the world. Stanley, why aren't you directing 2010?
Why do all people from, like, private schools like that always have that weird cadence? They're like,
Theater.
I'm a thespian. Brian, if you're listening, didn't anyone tell you first impressions are the most important thing in life? And insulting the director you want to work for? Not a great idea.
Yeah.
Not a great idea.
Now, some people around the office thought this might be fake, but here's the proof. That's right. We were able to find little Brian's 7th grade class
Look at him.
photo.
Oh, he looks like a douche there, too.
Yeah, I know. Who knew he'd grow up to be such a pretentious windbag?
And with that accent. And there's actually more video, too. Up next, Brian takes on the role of Johnny K from The Outsiders. Now, this scene was one of Ralph Macchio's early breakout roles, but let's just see how this thespian fared with some heavy drama.
Oh, something! I'm scared. I'm scared. It ain't enough.
Okay. Yes, thank you. I did not know that Juilliard lets anyone in, because in the 80s, I would have been there.
Yeah,
I was old enough to go to school in the 80s. I should have submitted this year.
That was amazing. His intonations were completely wrong at every level.
Scared! Scared! Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
kids
you.
at home, be careful what you videotape.
Go to g4tv.com/AOTS with links to everything you just saw, especially that one. Now, you guys, it is time for the only news you need to know. Here's Layla Cayley and the feed headlines.
Thanks, Olivia. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First up, if you missed out earlier, Toys R Us will be taking next-gen pre-orders. Plus, the gambling site is taking bets on the PS3 launch, and Gears of War had a Hollywood premiere last night, and we were there. It's all coming your way in the feed, but first, back to you.
Thanks, Layla. Now it is time to talk to you guys in the army of monitor heads.
Yes, here is Sky from California.
Hey, AOTS. Sky from California. Got a question for Blair. Why do you rock so much?
That's a great question. I love Blair, and I'd like you to answer that. Why do you rock so much?
If you'd been watching the Guitar Hero demo there, you would know not rocking so much at all. Pretty much be anti-rock.
No, let me answer that question for Blair. Blair is so awesome. She's not only a writer and producer, she's so funny. She does stand-up comedy. She's, got a killer body. And more...
Olivia Munn, my PR agent.
I am a great PR agent. Let me just tell you about this. She collects superhero stamps.
I hope that just ratcheted up the love.
And she's got a great body. And that's why Blair rocks.
Thanks, Olivia.
That's my thesis. For the end of the year, my AOTS thesis. Why I love Blair Butler.
Bless you, Olivia Munn.
Oh,
bless
thanks.
you. Coming up later.
Pull your hair out of your face. I like to see your pretty face.
Thanks, Mom. In honor of today's All Chicks, No Dudes, Sex Live, this is a special moment. We have a local Halloween commercial from the Girls Costume Warehouse that has every sexy costume imaginable. Stay tuned to see the sexy cat purr later in the show.
Now, Halloween is Tuesday, and the big costume parties start this weekend. Yes, this is the time of year when all creatures and villains come out of the shadows to put a little scare in us. But, slashing isn't a natural talent. In fact, they even have a school for it.
If I can impart just one thing, it's that blood makes the knife handle slippery. That's why I highly recommend getting one of these wrist tethers. That way if you drop it, boom, it's still right there.
I've been teaching the homicidal arts, or slasher school, for about 3 years now.
Let's stretch it out. Does that feel good?
No.
Good, it's not supposed to.
I also teach motivational speaking at the Learning Annex in Santa Monica.
Great, that is great. And I love what you're doing with your eyes. That's good. You are a mad butcher now.
It's an honor and a privilege to know I'm training the future of horror. Up and stab and down again and up and stab. Good. Use the glutes. Close. Well, every year we get a few of the traditional students. Your knife-wielding maniac, your historically themed undead, your crazy mask wearer. Well, I'm pretty sure is retarded.
I was murdered by my classmates at prom, rose from the undead, and now I'm driven to kill horny teens. You know, the usual.
They call me the Puritan, for that name be not trademarked.
The hands are a great gimmick, but they do make it hard to go to the bathroom. Next, we're going to learn how to stay in the backseat of a car to decapitate the driver.
Exactly.
I have a note. I get car sick.
Oh, you could do it in a parked car, like at a lover's lane or something.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Although Lover's Lane, that's a little antiquated, you know. I don't know if those things exist anymore.
Well, I mean, I died in the 70s, so...
And they called it Lover's Lane?
No, actually, they called it the spot.
I know where that is.
All right,
I'll show you
field trip.
These people are going to be scaring future generations. It's my responsibility to make them the best monsters that they can be.
Okay. What we have here are 3 events. Teens smoke pot. You kill teens. Teens have sex. Now, can anyone tell me the correct order these go in?
You kill the teens, and then you have sex.
No. Yes. Puritan.
Ye shall not smite the teens till after they have finished smoking consumption weed and laid in sinful congress.
Correct.
I think. It's my responsibility to make sure these students are terrifying. And I think I do a pretty good job teaching them to use their weapons in the most frightening way possible.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, okay. You can stop. Hey, you can stop. You're gonna. Okay, you just go at it.
That was awesome! Blair Butler! Blair does rule. We have more things that go bump in the night ahead. Our slumber party here is just getting started. Slumber party! Pillow fight!
She's saving herself for...
Welcome back to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. Now it is time to lock up the pets, pull down the shades, and warm up those scented oils, because I am about to go in your pants. Sex columnist Anna David is here with me to field your sex and relationship questions. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks.
Our first question comes from a guy who might be spending a little too much time on MySpace.
So how long should you date someone before you both change your MySpace profiles to in a relationship?
That's a good question. Mine is listed as single. What's yours listed as?
Mine's single, but it happens to be accurate. Yours
Accurate.
is also
Well, a little bit, maybe.
But I actually had an experience with this. I once went on my 3rd date with the guy, and he said, well, when do you think we should update our MySpace profiles? And I said, I think it's a little bit soon
He actually
to be...
asked you that?
Yes, I think it's a little bit soon to be talking about it. The next time I go on MySpace, he is in a relationship. And then, of course, I felt guilty and sort of pressured, so I changed mine to in a relationship. And then I ended up, like, he's not even listed on my friends, and I got hundreds of them now. So that's where that went.
Well, I think that, if it's really important to you guys, and if, I think probably, I say like 3 months.
That's what I said, 3 months.
3 months, that's a good time, yeah.
But I also think, a MySpace declaration is different than sort of, telling people. You never know if somebody's got an agenda, they've got an ex who they really want to see that they're taken now.
Yeah, it means more to me to have someone, bring me on all of his friends and tell people that, I'm his girlfriend than to actually write it on his MySpace.
Because I don't think people, studies show that 30% of men who are married are listing themselves as single on websites. So it's not even accurate.
So maybe you guys should make it accurate on your MySpace page. Who knows? Now, the next guy is wondering if clothes make the man.
How much do girls care about the way guys dress?
It means a lot.
Honestly, pathetically, it means a lot.
My favorite thing on a guy, hands down, is when the guy wears T-shirt and jeans and a baseball cap.
It's pretty cute.
I love the whole, like, not trying, really. Like, I don't like a lot of designs and trendy shirts and, like, you know, I don't like that.
Guys have a few areas where they can really go wrong. Footwear is an area that can really go astray.
Jeans. Jeans are where you can really go wrong. You don't want that pouchy thing the guys have right around the crotch area.
Or the fancy shirt department. You know, there are a lot
of designs.
Look, I think that a guy is very safe in jeans, shoes, you know, Vans are cute, whatever.
When a guy wears a sweater that's too tight, I don't care.
That's bad.
It just looks a little...
Rest assured, I mean, it's terrible, but every girl who's ever told a story about a guy she didn't like, she's ended the story with, and then he was wearing pegged pants, or then he was wearing...
That's so true.
No, I mean, seriously. I'm sure there are women less shallow than us, though.
So, yeah, it definitely matters what you wear. And finally, a guy who wants to know if it's going to be worth the long wait.
I'm dating this girl I really like, but she says she's saving herself for marriage. I am not getting married anytime soon. Should I just move on to the next girl or try and talk her out of it?
I think that you don't have to try to talk her out of it. I think she'll do it on her own. I think girls who say they want to wait for marriage eventually, they're going to do it.
Well, people, ever since Bill Clinton, you know, it's like, or before that, people mean all kinds of things when they're talking about sex. I mean, there are people who are saving themselves for marriage who don't think anal sex and oral sex is sex. So she could be one of those. But let's hope not.
If you want to have anal sex with her, go ahead. You know, she's not saving that for marriage.
But you never know. I mean, I think that's really sweet. The notion of somebody saving themselves for marriage. I think it's really sweet.
But if he doesn't, if you don't want to wait, then I think you should break up with her, or you should hold out a couple months and maybe she'll give it up.
Yeah. Well, or you never know what's going to happen. You could end up falling madly in love with her, and want to wait, a la Nick Lachey. A good model for anything.
I don't know if they waited.
Well, that's what they say.
That's what they say. I don't know. I wouldn't wait.
You just never know what's going to happen, so I don't think you need to make a decision right now based on that fact.
All right, well, let us know in a couple months when you dump her because she didn't put out. That's what I think. Now, you guys want even more in your pants? You can read Anna's extended answers to all the questions you just heard on our website at g4tv.com/AOTS, and you can find out more about Anna David at annadavid.com. Now, you guys, stick around. There is lots more Attack of the Show on the way right after this.
Coming up next...
Welcome back to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. We're live and wishing you'd have us over for dinner sometime because we're really good with parents. We are. Right now, let's go over to Olivia, whose gambling problem begins today.
Gambling doesn't ruin lives. It just makes them more exciting. And now here's a guy who knows that more than most. He's sexy, rude, and is going to cost me a lot of money. No, it's not Pereira. It is our resident handicapper and sports nut, Jimmy the Geek. All right, Jimmy, just give me your picks and let's get over with it. All right?
Hey, hold on now. Where's my hellos? Where's the, it's good to see you, Geeker. You're a hot piece of man meat. Don't rush me, babe. How about you call Blair over and we get a menagerie going? You know what I'm saying there?
How about I choke you, Jimmy?
If you like to play rough, it's cool with the Geek. Just so you know, my safe word is antelope. Do not ask. A long, long story.
Okay, look, Jimmy, all I want is your pick for the Colts and the Broncos game, and I want it now. Can you do that?
All right. A woman who likes to take charge. I like it. You should be leading both of those teams here. For Broncos, Jake Plummer is a bigger stiff than Corey Lytle, and he is in no way responsible for their 5-1 record. According to my research, Peyton Manning makes more commercials than touchdown passes, but at least he can throw the ball to his teammates. You can call it my Little Pony special. Watch the Colts take 2.5 from the Broncos.
Oh my God, I love that because My Little Pony, I still have the rainbow ones and some of the So Soft ones. I love them. They're so cute.
What the hell are you talking about? All right, I'll play the man in this relationship, babe, and take charge. On Monday night, we got the Pats and the Vikings. Minnesota's looking good lately, but their offense has more cripples than the Shriners. Tom Brady is able to score TDs and score with the ladies easily. He's my kind of guy. Since the receivers are all questionable, I'm giving my patriotic special to New England. Watch them give one to the Vikings. See, babe, You just need a man to tell you how things work.
Yeah, that's great, Jimmy. Just let me know when there is a man around. Let's just move on to the World Series. Last night's game was rained out, but the series will resume today. Who do you think is going to take the World Series?
As if I should care, since both New York teams are out of the playoffs. The Tigers are this year's Cinderella team. The last time they were this good, the Geek was still legally allowed to have consenting relations with high school girls. The Cardinals are no joke either, but I think this break might give the Tigers time to get their act together and take the series. For my World Series special, I say Detroit is going to take this one in 7.
Okay, great. Thanks so much, Jimmy. I got to say, though, you've officially made me seriously consider playing for the other team. Thanks.
Oh, what? So does that mean the Menage a 3 is still on there?
Can I mace the screen right now? All right, let's just go over to Blair while I get my purse. Jimmy?
You feel free to mace that screen. Thank you, Olivia. You know, all right, I have to say, Jimmy is kind of cute if you're into leprechauns. Yes, and who isn't? They're marshmallowy delicious. They come with sprinkles. Stay with us. MySpace Halloween hotties are next.
Some people.
Welcome back to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. We are live and about to X you where it counts.
That's because the Jamie Kennedy experiment has a new home, G4. And Jamie's bought all his mortifying pranks, degrading gags, and unsuspecting victims with him.
Yeah, if you guys missed tonight's episode, here is what went down. A landscaping job gone very, very bad.
You're going to get yours.
I told you I'll pay you as soon as we get paid off this gig.
John, run through.
What are you doing? Be serious here. Bill?
You've been X'd. Public humiliation has made its return to television. I love that guy's face. You guys, sit tight because G4 is serving up 2 back-to-back episodes of the Jamie Kennedy Experience every weeknight at 6 p.m. right before our show.
For more information, check out g4tv.com/Jamie Kennedy Experiment.
Now, I got to say, some people like Tootsie Rolls.
Yes.
Some people like Three Musketeers. And some like a good mouthful of black licorice. Not me, it's disgusting. But we are about to find out what kind of candy you guys like best. Here is a special Halloween edition of the MySpace Girl of the Week. Hey, joining us via webcam today is last week's winner, Katie. Hey, Katie.
Hey, Katie.
Hey, ladies.
Hey, how are
I can hear you perfectly. Great. How are you?
Good.
Doing well.
Are you in your dorm room or your house, or where are you at?
Yes, this is my dorm room, USF St. Petersburg.
Nice. She's training to be or studying to be a math teacher.
USF St. Petersburg. It sounds like you're on a submarine. That's awesome. So, Katie, the viewers say you were the best Oktoberfest girl. Why do you think that is?
Best Oktoberfest girl? Well, I'd have to say that anyone who likes Germany and drinking more than I do should probably join a support group.
Wow. Well, maybe you should join a support group if you like drinking that much, Katie.
12 steps.
Well, so, do you have any embarrassing drinking stories to share with us on national television?
Well, of course, I have many embarrassing drinking stories. But I'd have to say the best one is my first weekend at Eckerd, when I thought it would be really funny if I stole beer from the head of all the RAs.
Wow.
And I almost got away with it, except that he saw me on my getaway and chased me all the way downstairs his dorm, and I tried to hide in the handicapped bathroom, and it didn't work out. I ended up getting written up in 20 hours of community service, but it was totally worth it.
You won the handicap bathroom.
One bottle.
It sounded like a good idea at the time.
It's like one bottle of liquor. She's like, it's totally worth it. No, you don't need AA. She's like, other people need AA. I'm great. Well, you guys, next week is Halloween. We are all planning our costumes, and we researched MySpace high and low for the scariest girls we could find. But don't worry. Yeah. They are still hot, just more like scary hot.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. First up, we have Scara Black. Her location is My Void in the United States. Very dramatic.
It's dark in my voice.
I know. 35. Her quote is, "I'm going to carve your ass like a pumpkin." It's not very nice, I tell you. That's got to hurt. She collects bones in various funeral ephemera, once owned a 1972 Superior Coach Cadillac hearse, and she considers laughing just as good as sex and loves animals.
Oh, well, thank God for that.
And I hope they're not together, laughing, sex, and animals. Hey, so Katie, what do you think about what's Scara?
Well, she sounds like she has good taste in cars, and aside from her pictures, seems like a pretty fun person.
Well, there you go. She seems fun.
Very nice. She does seem fun, and she loves animals. Next up is Jezahel Van Horn. Location, Tromaville, California. Age 29. Quote, the queen of gorlesque. Horror upon horrors. She stars in Jezahel's Bloodbath burlesque show. Calls herself a whore for horror.
The bloody whore. Bloody whore.
Oh, man. Lists red lipstick, dangerously high heels, and corsets among her indulgences. So, Katie, how do you feel about Jezahel, the horror?
She looks pretty scary to me, and I think I'd run away if I saw her coming at me in the dark alley.
Well, there you go. That's a very good, assumption of her. Now, we just lost Katie. Hey, last but not least, there is Zombie Cat. Location, Seattle, Washington. She's 23. Now, when you close your eyes, it is hell you see. It's kind of scary. She says she hates almost everyone, which is weird because she's on MySpace and is supposed to make friends here. Her page includes a poll labeling her 74% evil. Her general interests include blood, bloody boys, and spankings. So I don't know about that. What do you think about her?
74% evil is such a precise degree of evil.
I know,
that's
very
incredibly accurate. It's like a little less than 3/4 evil.
Well, we want to thank Katie for joining us.
Thank you,
Thanks
Katie.
so much. Now,
thank you, guys.
Thanks, Katie. Now, so that we can crown a winner, go vote for your favorite scary chick at g4tv.com/AOTS. And we've also got a new segment on the show called Sound Off, and we want you guys to be part of it. Just jot down whatever's going on in your head, and we will talk about it on air.
Yes, speak from your mind, your gut, your junk, whatever you want to speak from. Go to g4tv.com/soundoff. We want the straight truth.
Now, the competition video gaming scene is really hot right now. We want to keep you guys at the forefront of it. So recently we went to the Stride Gum Counter-Strike tournament in San Francisco, and after 2 months of competition, the Counter-Strike tournament winners, and stay tuned to Attack of the Show for more video game competition coverage. Now, still coming up, we are showing you every sexy Halloween costume imaginable. It only is going to get so much hotter on TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. Pillow fight.
If you haven't been watching Attack of the Show,
if you don't mind, you can come to my hotel room later. We can negotiate the price.
This is what you're missing.
I have $15. $15 for 1 hour.
For more info, go to g4tv.com/AOTS.
Welcome back to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about.
We're your live info-seeking service.
And folks, today is special. It's an event. It's amazing. It's all chicks, no dudes, all chicks live.
All chicks, no dudes, live.
Sorry, it's really beautiful. It's just a beautiful day. Coming up tomorrow, we've got more with the wildest NBA owner around, Mark Cuban, and we'll also have a brand new AOTS hardware tech expert. Will O'Neill is going to show off the Lyra portable music player.
And on Monday, we're going to have an all-new loop. We'll be talking about the dreaded DRM. Should the record labels control what we do with the music we buy?
And finally, today is All Chicks, No Dudes 06 Live. I can't say that enough. I just love saying it. I can't say it enough. And to celebrate, we thought we'd show you every sexy Halloween costume a girl could ever wear.
Yes, and if you're a girl who just happens to live in New Jersey, you're in luck, because there's a warehouse that specializes in this. Well, actually, it comes from the College Humor staff, and we tip our hats to them for pulling it off.
Are you a girl? Is it Halloween? Now, why don't you come down to Girls Costume Warehouse? We got every kind of girl's costume for Halloween. Sexy witch, sexy devil, sexy cat.
It doesn't take much to make me purr.
Get up off your ass and get the down here. I got over here. I'm trying to so. Sexy Poe, sexy lobster, sexy mental patient, sexy 1900 steel conglomerate tycoon, sexy, and frog. Look at all these costumes, huh? What the hell are you waiting for? Get your ass down here. Come on, I got a big sale going on.
It's pretty awesome. I would love to
Sexy
be...
nun.
I saw a Rainbow Bright sexy outfit. That seemed pretty awesome. Are you going to be anything for Halloween?
Pregnant nun. That's it.
Pregnant nun?
Yeah, it's the old stable.
Do you do that every year?
Yeah, with a cigarette. Pregnant nun smoking a cigarette.
Now, everyone, for all the things you saw today and more, go to g4tv.com/AOTS. And I got to say, pretty much awesome.
Yes.
No nuts here.
Negatory.
We don't like nuts. We're allergic,
nuts.
actually.
Well,
Are you allergic? Good night.
I'm allergic to nuts.
Me too.
Aren't we all?